Well, coming back to our Anaconda, and so Anaconda is an open source package manager, environment manager, and distribution of the Python and R programming language, and it's commonly used for the large scale data processing, computing, and predictive analytics, and being used by a lot of data scientists, developers, and the business analysts. And even in the DevOps, it helps a lot. So I'll recommend you go for the Anaconda. Don't install Python or any other IDs directly, because Anaconda provides you everything. And why Anaconda? Because it's a level user level install of the version of the Python. Whatever version you want, you can directly get that Python version with the Anaconda. Apart from that, it install and update packages completely independent of the system libraries or the admin privileges. So you don't have to go for setting the path, Python path, and anything. You don't have to worry about anything which is user related, and this and system libraries. You don't have to worry about that. Everything comes pre-installed with the Anaconda. Also, the Conda tool installs binary packages. So rather than requiring compiled sources like pip and any other all, you can use the Conda as the install packages. Apart from that, it also eliminates the headache of trying to figure out the version control problem. So if one package or one library is compatible with the another version or the of the pip or another version of your Python, so that kind of problem generally happens in the version control, and different versions are being updated and launched. You are not aware from where you to get, so you don't have to worry anything about, because Anaconda will take care for you. So it will automatically install all the updated versions for you. Also, all lot of pre-built libraries and install libraries already comes with it. So more than 700 libraries and packages come pre-installed with the Anaconda, so you don't have to install from your own, especially if you're working for data science world and data science problem. All the libraries, NumPy, Pandas, scikit-learn, all the libraries comes pre-installed with it. So I'll recommend you go for the Anaconda. And coming to the installation part, you can install according to the OS. So if you are working on Windows, you can directly go to Anaconda site and go to the download section. When you click on this download on the Anaconda website, official website, just click on download and you will be directed towards the download page. So if you're using Mac OS, you can download the 3.7 version. Just click on it and you can directly get the install. If you're on the Windows, you can directly click on it and download, and you will get the .exe file, and you can just double click on it and the installation will start automatically for you. And these are some of the steps. If you are looking for it, you can directly follow these steps, and if you have any problem, you can write into the comment and you can ask me if you are stuck somewhere. But the installation is pretty simple, pretty straightforward. And this is the steps for the Mac OS, and this is the for the Linux. If you are somebody is looking for it, just run the command, and you can use the MD5 sum also for the Linux. Those who are familiar with the Linux, you can follow these steps to install Anaconda in your system. Coming to the Jupyter notebook. Okay, what Jupyter? So right now, whatever video I am using and whatever video I'm taking, it's all in the Jupyter notebook. So you can see that it's not only the code, I can also use it as a notebook, as a presentation, which can be used to represent whatever information you want to show. So that's the beauty. It's a web application that allows you to combine explanatory texts, math equations, code, and even the visualizations all in the one document. Exactly. So gone are the days where you have to put everything, export your charts, and put into PPT or any other format and have to present, because you can directly import this Jupyter notebook into any HTML file or dot REST API, or even in any other format. So notebooks have been become an essential tool, especially if you're working in the data science community, where you can do a lot of steps of data cleaning and exploration, and you can visualize the data at that moment only. You don't have to write the full script and run that and then get the output somewhere. You can see everything in the current shell. Also, you can look for the different visualization expect. You can plot charts, and you can write the scripts, functions, and you can import the libraries very easily using the uh, notebook. So one good use case of Jupyter notebooks, you can use this MB viewer where you provide the Jupyter and you can pass the link, and you can use it. So for example, if you are using the GitHub, and you can pass this all the code, and this Jupyter notebook is available in my GitHub path to AI GitHub. You can go there and you can find the data science bootcamp, and you will find all this code there. And if you can take any link and you can just pass it here and you can open it. I'll show you just by the example. Go to Python bootcamp and let's see, and I'll just copy paste this code. You can see that you can pass that link and you can open any Jupyter notebook and you can visualize it. So that's the beauty of NB viewer, which is the Jupyter environment. So you don't have to even install. You can go and take any Jupyter notebook and you can see whatever the code is there, and you can even run it. So how this Jupyter notebook works, we'll just go a little bit to understand how it works. So the central point in the notebook server, which is working, and you can connect the server through your browser, and the notebook is rendered as a web page app. So whatever code you write in the web page, it's sent to the server to the kernel, and kernel run the code and send it back to the server. Then any output is rendered back in the browser. So it's basically like an app. It works. So whatever you write, it's sent back to the kernel where it execute the code and render the output to you. And when you save the notebook, it is written to the server as a JSON file with the .ipynb file index extension. You can see that all these files are having the extension or .ipynb. And the great part of this architecture is that kernel doesn't need to run Python. Since the Jupyter and the kernel are separate, code in any language can be sent between them. So it's like an you can look, it's an ID where you can write code even in R and even in Julia, any other language you can write. And with R kernel, if you write a code in R, it will execute in that. If you're using Julia, it's a separate language. If you write that code, it will run for you. So it's like a notebook where whatever the kernel you are providing, it will run for it. And installing, so Jupyter comes pre-installed with the Anaconda. If you are having Anaconda, you can easily use that. If you are finding it difficult to install, you can use this command conda install Jupyter notebook or pip install Jupyter notebook. You can directly install, and once you do that, you can launch this notebook server using either clicking on the Anaconda, or you can, it will automatically launch on the local host 8888 port. And if you are not able to start, you can write Jupyter notebook uh, into a command prompt, and it will launch for you. So once you launch, you can see that it will looks like something like this, and you can start with your Python notebook just by clicking on new. So I'll show you that into the next video. Thank you.